Once you see it, you'll never look at the world the same way again. There is a secret hidden right before your eyes, symbols and clues left behind by those who understood the transformation of the human mind. They were temple builders, keepers of mysteries, and they passed down a language of power, balance, and resurrection. Symbols like the square, compass, and all-seeing eye represent morality, balance, and awareness. This is the builder's journey, a path for those who dare to awaken and step into a higher understanding of their purpose and potential. Are you ready? Let us embark on this journey toward wisdom in the truest sense of life. The builder's journey. In Masonic legend, the builder is called to create a masterpiece, a temple of the mind and soul, without the familiar sounds of tools or guidance of others. This extraordinary construction relies solely on his inner resources, patience, and vision. Each layer of the temple reflects a piece of himself, his beliefs, values, and experiences. As he builds, he moves closer to understanding his purpose and true self. However, he faces three forces: thought, emotion, and action. These forces, though powerful allies, can also become dangerous foes. Thought represents the endless stream of ideas that can guide or cloud his vision. Emotion, deep and consuming, fuels his passion but can lead him astray. Action, his will in motion, determines whether his intentions take form or falter. Initially, these forces betray him. Thought twists into doubt, emotion spirals into unchecked desire, and action becomes reckless, almost destructive. His temple begins to crumble. Despite this, the builder perseveres, realizing he must master these forces. He learns to guide his thoughts with clarity, temper emotions with wisdom, and channel actions with purpose. In doing so, he aligns them, transforming chaos into harmony. This story is more than an allegory, it's a reminder that each of us in our own lives is that builder. We're all constructing something meaningful, piecing together our identities, our dreams, our beliefs. We all face the forces of thought, emotion, and action, and like the builder, we are called to bring them into balance. Through struggle, the builder discovers that the very tools threatening to destroy him are keys to his growth. By wielding them with skill and intention, he builds not only the temple but also himself. His journey reflects resilience and transformation, reminding us that light and darkness, clarity and shadow, are part of the timeless process of shaping something extraordinary within. Light and darkness. In Masonic tradition, these forces are more than mere opposites. They represent the fundamental tensions within us all: ignorance and knowledge, chaos and order, blindness and sight. But what if these two, rather than being enemies, were necessary companions on the path to understanding ourselves? Imagine standing alone in darkness. At first there's fear, discomfort, the sense of being lost. But then, a single flame appears, a light in the void. That light represents knowledge, awareness, the beginning of vision. Yet, the Masons teach us that light is meaningful only because of darkness. It is only in darkness that light can truly shine. In this way, darkness symbolizes not merely the unknown, but a fertile ground, a place of possibility waiting to be awakened. Consider how often we in our own lives turn away from darkness. Whether it's difficult experiences, painful memories, or uncertainties about the future, we are taught to fear what we don't understand. But within the Masonic framework, this darkness is where we begin the void, as it's called, the blank canvas on which we paint our inner worlds. In facing our own darkness, we begin the work of shaping ourselves, of bringing clarity to the things we once chose to ignore or hide away. In Masonic art, we see the builder cloaked in a blue robe crowned with golden light. Here, blue represents wisdom, a calm, steady presence amidst mystery, and gold symbolizes enlightenment, the light of insight that pierces through ignorance. This builder stands at the boundary between light and darkness, learning to work with both. He knows that light reveals, but it is in darkness where transformation begins. But light and darkness are more than metaphors, they are tools. The Masons teach that by embracing both forces, we gain a fuller picture of ourselves. Darkness is not merely something to conquer, it is something to understand, to work with. The hidden aspects of our minds, The parts we often overlook hold valuable lessons. We are called to bring our light, our awareness into these places, to navigate them with courage and curiosity rather than fear. Yet there is a risk. The builder learns that too much light can be as blinding as darkness. In a world flooded with information, endless distractions, and external expectations, it's easy to be overwhelmed, to lose sight of what truly matters. So, the task is balanced: to cultivate light without losing oneself, to illuminate without overshadowing. As the builder progresses, he realizes that light is not an external force but something within. It grows from understanding, from resilience, from the willingness to confront one's own shadows, and it is this inner light that guides him forward, a steady beacon amidst uncertainty, showing him the path even when all seems dark. So, what does this mean for us? To work with light and darkness is to recognize that each experience, each challenge holds a hidden lesson, a piece of the puzzle that makes up who we are. The Masonic builder teaches us that real growth comes not from avoiding difficulty, but from embracing it. The light we seek is not out there. It is something we cultivate, something we bring forth. As we move to the next part, we will delve deeper into how the Masons use the symbol of the stairway, a path of mastery and understanding, to guide the builder through the worlds of light and darkness. This journey is one of constant ascent, one step at a time, where each step reveals a new layer of meaning, of purpose, and of self. 3 pillars of human development. In the Masonic tradition, there are 3 forces essential for human development: thought, emotion, and action. These are the foundational pillars that guide our lives and shape our interactions with the world. Thought represents the mind, the realm of ideas, beliefs, and perceptions. It is our inner voice, the lens through which we see reality. Thought can lead us to truth or mislead us with illusion. To master thought, we must discipline our minds, seek clarity over chaos, and focus on uplifting ideas. Thought shapes our beliefs and the world around us, but left unchecked, it can trap us in doubt and confusion. Emotion is the second pillar, the heart of experience. It drives passion, empathy, and connection, but also poses challenges like anger, fear, and jealousy. The Masons teach that we must learn to harness emotion, guiding it rather than being controlled by it. When mastered, emotion propels us with compassion and conviction. However, uncontrolled emotion can be destructive, undoing everything we've worked for. Action is where thought and emotion converge in the physical world. It gives form to our ideas and intentions. Action requires courage, discipline, and the understanding that every action, no matter how small, has an impact. When thought and emotion align, action becomes a natural expression of who we are. But without harmony, action can become reckless or hollow, disconnected from our true intentions. These 3 pillars, thought, emotion, and action, must work together to create balance. Without emotion, thought becomes cold and detached. Without thought, emotion becomes impulsive and uncontrolled. Without action, even the deepest thoughts and feelings remain unrealized. Mastery of these forces is a continuous practice of refinement, bringing them into alignment each day. By balancing these pillars, we shape not only ourselves but the world around us, creating a life that is both strong and meaningful. Decoding the symbolism of the stairway. In Masonic tradition, the image of a stairway carries profound meaning. It represents more than just a path between levels. It is a journey of mastery and growth, progressing through stages of understanding. Each step symbolizes a challenge to overcome and a lesson to learn, inviting the builder to elevate mind and spirit, moving closer to wisdom with every step. The stairway begins at ground level, where 2 great pillars symbolize the duality of existence: light and dark, order and chaos, the seen and the unseen. The builder must first acknowledge this duality, understanding that life balances opposites. This foundational awareness strengthens the builder's journey upward, providing insight and resilience. As the builder ascends, he encounters 7 steps, each representing essential fields of knowledge: grammar, rhetoric, logic, arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. These disciplines are not merely academic but spiritual tools. Grammar and rhetoric enhance clarity and expression. Logic and arithmetic sharpen critical thinking. Geometry and astronomy reveal the universe's order and beauty. and music connects directly to the soul, reminding us of life's unseen harmony. Mastery in these fields refines the builder's thoughts, words, and actions, preparing him to transcend the physical and perceive a higher reality. Beyond the 7 steps lie 5 more, representing the senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. These tools allow the builder to experience life's richness, but must be mastered to avoid deception. Sight may inspire but also mislead. Hearing can reveal wisdom or lies. Each sense requires refinement to align with the builder's higher purpose. At the top are 3 final steps, symbols of the ancient trinity: body, mind, and spirit. These aspects of the self represent ultimate balance and harmony. The journey of the stairway leads from ignorance to understanding, chaos to order, isolation to unity. Not to escape the world, but to understand it deeply, acting with purpose and compassion. The stairway is an unending journey, each step a meditation and practice. The Masons teach that wisdom is gained through gradual insights, each bringing us closer to enlightenment. Now we turn to the final and perhaps the most mysterious of symbols, the all-seeing eye. The symbol that awaits at the top, representing the culmination of this ascent, the vision that sees beyond sight, the awareness that transcends illusion. Eye of Providence. At the pinnacle of the Masonic journey lies one of its most enigmatic and powerful symbols, the Eye of Providence, often called the all-seeing eye. This eye, set within a triangle, gazes down from above, watching over creation, seemingly offering wisdom, guidance, and insight. But what does it truly mean? Why has this symbol captivated, inspired, and even unsettled so many throughout history? The Eye of Providence is no ordinary eye. It represents vision beyond sight, a form of awareness that transcends the physical. It is often linked to the idea of divine oversight, a guiding force or consciousness that observes and understands all things. For the Masons, this eye is a symbol of a heightened state of awareness, a glimpse into a deeper reality where one sees not only the world but also oneself, stripped of illusion. To see through this eye is to see beyond what is on the surface, beyond appearances, into the very essence of existence. In Masonic teachings, the eye is also a reminder that we are never alone. It speaks of an internal watcher, the part of ourselves that quietly observes our thoughts, our actions, and our motives. This inner observer holds us accountable, urging us to act with integrity, to live in alignment with our highest values. The all-seeing eye invites us to question ourselves. Are we true to our purpose? Are we living by principles? Are we guided by wisdom? It serves as a silent reminder that we, too, must cultivate this inner vision if we are to master ourselves. But there is more. The triangle that frames the eye holds its own layers of meaning. In esoteric thought, the triangle represents the Trinity: body, mind, and spirit, the 3 elements that, when aligned, form a stable foundation for personal growth. Each side of the triangle is crucial, and within its shape, the eye sits as a unifying force. It's a powerful image of harmony, suggesting that only by balancing these 3 aspects of ourselves can we see clearly and act purposefully. This eye, however, is not only about inner sight. It is also about unity. By seeing through this eye, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of all things, that we are part of a larger design. The Masons teach that each individual is a vital part of this grand architecture. The choices we make, the actions we take ripple out into the world, shaping it. And so, the all-seeing eye is both a guide and a guardian, urging us to live consciously, to consider the effects of our actions, to see ourselves as builders of the world we inhabit. Yet, the eye also reveals an uncomfortable truth. To see clearly is not always to find comfort. It means facing our shadows, recognizing our flaws, confronting the aspects of ourselves we may wish to ignore. True vision, the Masons tell us, requires honesty, humility, and courage. The all-seeing eye challenges us to look within and ask the hard questions. It is an invitation to face the parts of ourselves that still need growth, to see where we might still be blind. This is the path to self-mastery, to wisdom, to wholeness. As we move forward, we will see how this awareness, this sight beyond sight, can transform our journey as builders of our own lives. Let us continue carrying with us the light of this inner vision, to become the architects of a world built on integrity, purpose, and truth. The inner temple. Throughout Masonic tradition, the concept of the inner temple lies at the heart of every symbol and teaching. Unlike physical temples, the inner temple is intangible, a place of the mind and spirit, built not by hands, but by the intentions, actions, and values of the individual. It represents the ultimate structure each person is tasked to build. This inner temple is constructed from the stones of our character, values, dreams, and actions. Each thought, choice, and lesson adds to its strength and stability. However, building it requires self-mastery, discipline, and integrity, with its foundation laid in silence and solitude. Within this temple, every stone represents a virtue we cherish: honesty, compassion, courage, which form its resilient walls. Just as a stone temple withstands nature's forces, our inner temple must endure life's challenges, providing refuge and inner strength. The work doesn't end at building walls. Inside the temple is a sacred space of clarity and reflection where we confront ourselves, seek truth, and cultivate wisdom. Building the inner temple is a lifetime journey, continuously growing and evolving, becoming not just a symbol of who we are, but of who we aspire to be. The self as the judge of the inner temple. As we build the inner temple, we are reminded that it is not just for ourselves. Once strong and complete, this temple becomes a place from which we can serve others, lead, and inspire. Just as ancient temples were sanctuaries, our inner temple becomes a source of light for the world. Through self-mastery, we bring something powerful to those around us. A reminder that true strength lies within and that we all have the ability to become something greater. As we reach the final part of our journey, let us remember that the inner temple is both a gift and a responsibility. It calls us to live with integrity, build with purpose, and become a source of light in a world that often needs it. Each stone and each step brings us closer to the vision of a temple of the self, built not of stone, but of the highest ideals within us all. In Masonic thought, the self is the ultimate judge of the inner temple. No external force holds the final judgment. It is the self that evaluates the worth of the temple we've built within. Every choice, action, and intention forms the foundation, walls, and sacred space of our inner temple. As we build, we must also be the observer, ensuring that this structure aligns with our values and purpose. This process is not punitive but reflective, a continual journey of self-assessment. The Masons teach that at the end of one's journey, what truly matters is not external approval or accolades, but knowing that we have lived with integrity. The inner judgment is an ongoing process that keeps us aligned, guiding us toward greater understanding, compassion, and strength. Ultimately, the inner temple reflects who we are, what we have chosen to create, and the legacy we leave behind. Each of us holds the power and responsibility to shape our own lives with purpose. The true temple is built from within, guided by the principles we uphold. Let us be the architects of our lives, building with integrity, judging ourselves with honesty, for the inner temple is the lasting testament to who we are, a legacy of self-mastery, wisdom, and truth. And you? What is the path you want to chart and pursue ahead? Let's share in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe to catch future videos. Or, if you have time, feel free to explore more videos on this channel.